when you and I had a chance to talk in spring training, I guess it was probably 2.5 weeks ago or so, you're still working on some things, and now on the eve of your first start in the regular season, where do you feel in terms of being ready with your pitches and your command?
I feel good. I feel all right. It's kind of one of those deals where you can't simulate your first start. You can't, simulate the adrenaline or the emotions you're going to feel, in a big league baseball game. And spring training is fun, and it's the time to go out and work on things. But, when you get out there in Fenway Park and get those emotions going, it's always going to be tough to try to control those. So, I think that's the biggest thing for me is being able to control effort level and my emotions and being able to go out there and execute pitches. And as far as my pitching, I think if I'm able to do all the things I just said, I think I'll be okay as far as what pitches I throw and locations and all that.
You bring up a good point. A lot of pitchers talk about managing the adrenaline and the emotions of that, especially the first start. What are some of the things that you try to do to remind yourself to make sure you stay under control?
I don't really have anything. It's just one of those deals where you just have to go out and you have to get the adrenaline and the jitters out of your system. You have to go out there that first inning and basically try to get out of that first inning as smooth and quickly as possible. And at least for me, once I get past the first inning, those jitters and that high adrenaline rush usually leaves, and you can get back to thinking clearly and going about your process. So, that first inning for me is key. You get rid of those jitters, you get rid of that extra adrenaline. You're overthrowing a lot, and once you're able to do that, it's just kind of, like I said, get back to, okay, this is what I'm trying to do, and this is the pitch I'm trying to execute.
So at what point do the jitters start, especially on your first start? Does it start as soon as you wake up? Does it start when you get to the ballpark? About when do you start to feel that?
I always get them, regardless if it's the first start of the year or the last start. And, it's something that, guys that I've heard, guys that have retired say that once they stop getting the jitters, they're going to retire and getting that excitement. I love it. I think it keeps me on my toes and keeps me humble. You gotta have those jitters and those butterflies to go out and pitch, and I think that's what gives me that added intensity. And it usually starts for me after my bullpen and on day 2, and I start thinking about who I'm pitching against and what I'm trying to do. And every day is a little different. Leading up to the game, and obviously you build up towards the game and start to feel a little bit more. But it's something that I like, and like I said, I think it keeps you humble and keeps you on your toes and keeps you wanting to do well.